on this show. This is indeed, in fact, his first time ever cashing in on his golden ticket. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Collin Sledge, everyone. Now watch them all together here. Collin Sledge.
Thank you. I got fired from Chick-fil-A. Apparently ladies didn't like the way I was saying my pleasure. You know, I've never been able to coast on the way I look, you know. I was never that hot, but I'm interesting, you know. I can make girls think. I make girls think stuff like, hey, is that guy following me? One time, this girl, getting into my car for a date, she agreed to. First thing she said was, just so you know, I have pepper spray in my purse. It's like, just so you know, you shouldn't tell me where it is.
That is exactly a minute. Collin Sledge has arrived. Everyone, his first cash-in of his golden ticket, so technically his second minute ever on the show. That was absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
I love your delivery. It's very, very dry. It's unlike anything that we've had as far as regulars and golden ticket winners go. It is incredible. It's almost Jeselnik-esque, but you make fun of yourself and you do more than one punchline every 3.5 minutes. So it's a total different vibe. It's absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
You acknowledge that you're human and and you make fun of yourself sometimes and real things, not just made up characters. And I love that. Collin, how's life been going for you?
It's been pretty fun the last few weeks.
I bet. Yeah, your life has officially changed. Tell us more about that, Collin, you fucking creep.
Well, so actually, literally the night I got the golden ticket, thanks by the way, we almost got arrested going back to Houston. So I'm pretty sure the golden ticket got my friends out of jail, so they should also thank you.
Really? Is that true? What do you mean?
Well, we got pulled over, and one of my friends...
And how many comedians are in this car?
One I can name. One will remain nameless, but they...
You don't have to name any of them.
Yeah.
The question was how many people were in the car. Okay, two other people in the car, not your other personalities or anything.
Yes. No, they were real. They're real.
Right, two real humans with hearts and lungs and brains.
Yes, and they both had
Are
drugs.
you driving?
I was driving, yes.
Okay, what kind of car are you driving, just so we could finish painting the picture?
A Mazda CX-5.
Oh, that's exactly what I thought. Okay, so you're driving to Houston, and what happens?
We get pulled over in Elgin, and...
Ooh, that's like a real Texas cop, right?
Yeah.
Texas Highway Patrol right there?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He was a big fan of you, actually, so that might have helped.
Are you serious? You dropped the name of the show that you were on and everything?
It wasn't me. It was one of the other comics, but yes, she did drop.
Wow. Smart. We did that once with Rogan in Columbus, Ohio, many years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. And by the way, Ohio State Highway Patrol famously never gives warnings, never lets you off. If you go fucking 5-6 miles an hour over the speed limit in Ohio and you're pulled over by an Ohio State trooper, you get a fucking ticket. And it was you, right? Yeah, you fucking nailed it. Because I'm like, yeah, we're just working, we're doing a podcast, and what'd you say? You're like,
I don't remember. I think I was like, I'm on JRE. You ever watch that?
No, you nailed the line. Yeah. You're literally like, yeah, I work with Joe Rogan sometimes. We're in the comedy business, and he's like, Joe Rogan. Okay, go ahead.
Well, she wanted our IDs, and one of my friends lost her driver's license because she's sort of a mess. And so
we got a warning, by the way. I didn't finish the story. Go ahead.
She, thank you.
Yep.
For clarifying. Okay. She didn't have her driver's license, but she had her passport, and so she gave the cop her passport. And she said when they took the passport to the cop car, she said, I think there might be weed in the passport.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, what % chance do you think? And she was like, 100%.
Was it in like a baggie?
No, it was just in the pages.
Jesus fucking
What happened to
Christ.
pockets?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Look, I thought you were really funny.
Hold on, Rich. We're in the middle of a thing here. Go ahead. Give your analysis, and then we'll just edit it out.
No, because I thought he was funny. Listen, I'm doing a firehouse in Allentown, and if you want to open, I could have it.
Okay, all right, very good.
All right.
Okay, so back to the story. She says there might be weed in the passport,
Yeah.
and he's in like the cop car at this point.
It was a lady. It was a Latina lady cop that took the passport.
Ooh.
I think we've all watched this.
Let's go. Kill
Okay.
Tony fucking Nachos Belgrande fans. That's what's up.
She was
it's not
not
just
the
the
fan.
Mexican dudes that get horny.
She was not the fan. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
she wasn't a fan.
No, it was another guy.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It was a white guy.
All right. Well. All right.
Sorry
Shocker.
about that.
All right. Well.
Almost had her. But yeah, she. Well, I was in a good mood because obviously, and so I thought she's probably not even gonna notice. And then she came back and she was like, "We noticed the weed in the pages of the passport." And
This is incredible. And again, this is a Texas state trooper,
I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
or is it an? Okay.
It's some cop.
Okay.
Yeah.
It may not even have been a cop at all. You may
Some
have gotten
fucking
pulled
pig.
over by an
Yeah,
illegal immigrant
No, it was-
wearing a fucking badge, and you
Other-
stoners with weed in your passports are like, I'm so sorry.
Other cops pulled up, and
Okay.
that's when I thought they were going to jail. Not me though, because I had a legal Delta 8 gummy. They had weed that was
Okay. So then what happened?
They searched. They frisked all of us and sat us on the curb in the cold, and then they searched my car, and they found some more of her weed maybe, and then the other passenger they found more weed, a fair amount of weed, and a scale and little baggies.
Oh my God. So now it's an illegal drug dealing operation.
Well, I think the scale. I'm going to go with he has an eating disorder.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
And then
By the way, I would love to see you on Family Feud. I'm gonna go with this guy's got an eating disorder. By the way, what's on your pants? Did you paint Red Band's house? What is that?
I
okay.
spilled bleach. Okay, don't bully me.
Oh, okay.
okay, so let's go back to the story that
question,
we're in the middle of, and then what happened?
They sat us on the curb, frisked us,
And then they found the
And they
scale,
found all the-
more weed. Yep.
yeah.
And then what happened?
and then they made her pour out all the weed from her passport and like step on it, and then
How much fucking weed did she have in a passport?
I
It
don't
wasn't
know.
shake. It was real weed. Like
It was
Nugs of weed?
Well, it was like folded in the pages. I don't know how much it was. I didn't
This is
ask.
absolute fucking insanity, by the way.
Yeah.
I have carried a lot of weed on me, and I have a passport. I understand
Yeah, I
the
think she
dynamics
uses
of
it-
a physical passport.
She uses it to like roll joints or something. She like pours it from the
That's
passport.
so retarded.
She's
That's
my-
literally the most retarded thing to roll joints on or with in the fucking world.
It's like cutting coke with your license.
She's a.
Well, that would actually be better than rolling weed on a
Yeah.
passport because it could come off a license. It's plastic. The paper would retain it, and the THC crystals would be all over it.
Yeah.
You could at least rinse off a fucking license.
Yeah, she's sort of my number one advisor in
Okay.
comedy.
Okay, so then what happened?
Then they asked him like, why do you have the scale and the baggies? And I think he just didn't answer, which is probably good. And then they made him stomp on all his weed with his cowboy boots and let us go. I think it was because we were talking about like, where are you coming from? And we said we were going from Austin back to Houston after Kill Tony, and he was like, you know, the white guy cop's like, did you get on? And then my friend was like, yeah, you got a golden ticket. And he was like, well, congrats. He was really nice.
Wow. Yeah, that definitely worked. That's what it was.
He's like, cool, you want to shoot this guy for no reason?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of KT.
I thought about being like, you can have the joke book if you don't arrest my friends, but I think that would be bribing a police officer, and it may have.
You did
made
everything
it worse.
just fine. So
Yeah.
nobody got in trouble?
No, I got a warning.
For what? What was the initial stop for?
So my Mazda CX-5
Has a tail light that's out.
No, well, yes.
That's what happens. Yep.
So no, the headlights are always on. I can't turn them off, and so when the lights get switched off somehow, I don't notice because the headlights are always on.
Absolutely unbelievable. I don't understand a single thing that you just
I
said.
notice when your lights are off.
Well, I know the lights are on because they're always, but the taillights are behind me, and I can't tell if they're not functioning. Yeah.
That is true.
So I got a warning for that. They didn't get a warning for copious amounts of weed. I don't know what that's about, but.
Incredible. Adam Ray.
Love to ask a question. When you smile, it's real warm, but you didn't smile. Well, don't do that. But when you smiled, organically, it like that. But you didn't smile at all during your set, really, right? I couldn't.
No.
Is that what's the choice to go from?
I don't really make decisions. I just feel it out. You know?
Yeah. So your material is always kind of your point of view is to keep it dry and.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also when I get nervous, I tend to just shut down completely.
Yeah, it works.
I'm not nervous now for the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not cops.
I'm not a pussy.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit out this one.
Collin, you're so different than everybody else and that we have on our normal roster. Welcome to the family. There he goes, his first cash-in of his golden ticket, Collin Sledge. Back to the bucket we go.